I do know was originally Italian from Naples, but you know they came to America like 100 years ago.
They came from London and the Winchester area in England. They've moved all over the world, some forcibly to Australia.
From Accra. This is the capital of Ghana.
My family from Paisley. That's where both my parents went through up.
Well, I'm from New Zealand. I also know that my grandfather's family come from here in Scotland originally.
Well, as far as I can remember, I've dated back here in Scotland all the way back to when the Vikings invaded. That's as much as I can remember, to be honest.
I'm Nigerian, yeah, from both sides of the family, but on my mom's side I've got some like Salone root to me because my great-great-grandmom was like from Sierra Leone.
Basically, I'm from Jamaica. Like my mom and dad are both born in London, but both their parents are from Jamaica. That's why I'm like this colour, but people think I'm mixed race, but I'm not really. But my mom's like Coolie, like West Indian, like Jamaican Indian. My dad's like my colour.
From Ayrshire, and this is a very important part of my family history.
My father he was born in Bristol, his family came from Birmingham. They were all artisans, jewellery makers, silversmiths, goldsmiths. It's just like a cordwainer, which is a shoemaker. And they lived all in the same area, going back to about 1700 and something.
Born in Port George actually. 264 now road through George Port George Leisure. When the C53 before Shopbury Street flats were even built. There you are.
Oh, the great ones.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
They're hard names to remember. They're like proper names, like African sounding names.
I actually don't know the names of my great-great-grandmother actually.
I know bits and pieces about my great grandparents, but I don't know a lot about them. I can't remember my name.
Wow, I don't think I do. I know,
No.
like, yeah. I think I know like one.
That's embarrassing. Like, I don't even know it.
I don't actually. I'm terrible with names.
Oh yes, I do.
Can you tell me?
Emmanuel Achampong and Mary Achampong.
I do. I think one of them was John Joseph Granger, and his wife was Elizabeth Cotton.
Yeah. William Ernest Oldfield was my granddad. Before him there was another William Oldfield.
My grandfather's name was John. My grandfather was a Cameroonian. The Cameroon disbanded in 1946. I would say 2 generations, back to my grandparents.
I know I know some of my not my granddad's but generations back, but not in full detail. If that makes sense.
I think 2 generations. My father and my grandfather. Only 2.
I think at least 3 generations. I met my great-grandmother, and my grandmother still alive, she's 100.
I went back easily to my dad's dad and his father and his father.
I think probably 4, at least 4.
We arrived in Scotland in 1090 with William the Conqueror. That's as far back as I can recall.
I'm going to go back to 1957 when I was a year old. I'm going to go back to 1956. Start and then 1957 when I was born, then 1952, 1953 and so on. This is 2012 now. This is Friday.
Not fully, as one point my family wanted to know the origins, so they went and found out about it. Not sure how, because it's quite young at the point.
Surname's MacFarlane, so quite a Scottish name, isn't it? No, I don't know a lot about it, to be honest.
I know mine is Irish. Whalen, I would say. They would say Whelan. I think it's Cork. Obviously it's Ireland, but I think it's from Cork.
I come from a patrilineal system. That means I inherit from my father's side. One day when I have to name my kids will bear my father's name, and that will be Nitaki, Ninokwe, or Nijan.
They're all white people last names, but once it goes past their generation, the names just get harder and harder and more African and harder and harder and harder. So it just gets lost.
My surname is Yadav, and according to the Indian mythological, it belongs to the Yadav words belong to the Lord Krishna.
Thornley Bank and Carmody are just up the way. Towards Ardennes and all. Menard Road's Command Road going into Shawlands Cross. That's where Cross Smalley Face Ring is.
Man, that's my main life, man. Jamaica's my root. Are you mad? Like, I don't even know why I'm even here. Like, to be honest, why am I here?
Well, me, yeah. I see myself as British, but like at the end of the day, you can never like discount your roots in it. Because look at my name, I don't have any English name, so I can't deny my Nigerian roots.
Very important. The multinational companies of today, they're diluting everybody's culture, and it's important to keep your culture.
Not really, to be honest. I live more here and now and not really care about my past.
Fairly important. I suppose I wish I knew more about my family history than I actually do.
People say that history is important, but I'm probably just too lazy to learn. But I suppose it's good to know where you're from, and I don't really know that much, but I'm kind of more about living in the moment and not looking at the past.
I guess it's not important enough where I know more of these answers, but I think I should know more.
It's very important, and we're brought up in a setting where you're taught about the traditions and you live it too. Your parents tell you how you should name your kids.
It's very important. I love to go through the census records. I find as much information as possible on the backgrounds of people, where they lived, the kind of occupations they had, just finding out what happened to them as they grew older.
No, it's very, very important, but I think that's because I'm older now and I can see the end is nearer than it used to be, and so I wanted to explore.
Definitely. Yeah, that's what I'm into. Like, me and my mum went on this thing, it's on the internet called like Tracing Your Roots Back. And we went quite far back, but I cannot remember names at all.
I've traced the family history back to the late 1790s. After that, the family name gets a bit obscured.
My partner done my family tree for me as a birthday present. He went back all the way to like when records began, 1819, wasn't it?
Well, I know quite a lot because I retired a year ago and I spent the last year researching both sides of the family, but particularly my father's side, about which I knew very little.
There's one family member who'd done lots and lots of research about the family. I've also met the person here in Scotland who looks after our family tree and keeps everything all updated, and then we'll hand it down to someone in his family.
Oh yeah, very much so. I can call her up and catch up anytime.
Not really. I mean, my mother died when I was 10. Her father had already been dead. I don't remember how old she was when her father died. Her mother was still around. I met her mother a few times. She was a nut job. My grandmother talks about a lot of, people in her, her aunts and stuff like that, but I don't really know who they are or, have any kind of connection.
Not really, not a lot. They just told me about my grandparents, and obviously I know my grandparents.
There were snippets, but I don't think they wanted to particularly dwell on the past either.
On my mum's side, I got some saloon roots, but I think my uncle was telling me that I think we've got some roots in America and roots in Brazil because of the slave trade. They're pretty much scattered us all over the place. But I don't know anything about my dad's family.
I asked why I got these eyes. Some of my brothers and some of my cousins got these like green and blue eyes. That's because like back in the day, in slavery time, my parents got like not my parents, my great grandparents and stuff got raped off by like the white slave masters and stuff, all the white people.
Alamakatu hararhi hararahanda hararahanda alamakatu hararhi adikadiko dande pasalat manami wale kambai landasi pasalat marami atal metrule wilo be tall be fair Vishayo Dapne, Halamakadu and Harari, Hatiko Dande.